Why do we go back even when we know it hurts? People on the outside often don't understand. If it was so toxic, why did you go back? If it hurt that much, why did you stay? But the truth is, toxic relationships rarely end emotionally when they end physically, because the emotional bond often survives long after the pain. And that's what makes it so confusing. You don't just miss the person they were at their worst. You miss the person you believed they could become. You miss the hope, the connection you felt in the beginning. Those rare moments when everything seemed like it was finally getting better. And then, when they come back, apologizing, promising change, showing affection, something inside you lights up again. Not because the pain disappeared, but because the hope returned. And sometimes, hope can become a prison too. There's also the emptiness that follows separation. The silence. The absence of routine. The feeling of withdrawal from someone who once occupied so much space in your life. Because some relationships work like a cycle. They hurt you, comfort you, hurt you again, and eventually make relief feel like love. So people go back, not because they are weak, but because they are emotionally attached to a cycle that is incredibly difficult to break. Still, there comes a point when you have to look at actions instead of promises. Real change is not built on beautiful words spoken out of fear of losing you. It's built on consistency, accountability, and sustained actions over time. Because apologies without change are often just pauses before repetition. And maybe the most important question is not, will this time be different? But how many times will I hurt myself waiting for it to be? Sometimes, breaking an emotional bond takes more than physical distance. It takes rebuilding the relationship you have with yourself. Tell me in the comments, do you believe people can truly change inside toxic relationships? And if this video spoke to you in any way, share it. Someone out there may need to hear these words today. If you want to better understand why some emotional bonds hurt so deeply and why certain cycles are so difficult to break, books like Women Who Love Too Much and Why Does He Do That offer powerful insights into emotional dependency, psychological abuse, and unhealthy relationship patterns. In the next video, we'll talk about one of the quietest effects of toxic relationships, how they slowly damage self-esteem and make people lose themselves.